I'm back. Sorry, I wasn't expecting to, well, first stop that fast and then pick it up like 2 years later, almost. I think something like that, whatever. But yeah, so basically, I want to come back to this because well, here I'm gonna revert back to the start. Basically, I originally stopped because it just got to the point where yeah, like I started doing school and I really wanted to focus on getting good grades because I was going to university, I was going to apply and all that, right? And then that was to the point too where I was at team practices and it wasn't like my own like little workout where I could stop and set up a camera and like film and stuff like that, right? So it kind of just got to the point where I was like, it's just like, one extra thing I can't really do. I don't really want to worry about. So yeah, but long story short, I'm into Western. Just finished my first year of undergrad and Bachelor of Science Kinesiology. Um, and yeah, so yeah, basically, I was gonna give you a whole rundown on like kind of everything that happened. Just just because I feel like it's just important. This is about my like track thing, right? This is about how like my training and all that. So basically, the videos you saw of me before, the very first few, I was about 185 pounds, 180 pounds, give or take, and I'm down to 160 now. Basically, um, my whole grade 11 year, long story short, a whole bunch of just anxiety things that I didn't realize were like mental health stuff. I thought it was just more physical, like breathing issues, stuff like that. But no, basically it was a bunch of mental health stuff that affected how I breathe. It was anxiety thing, and then I stress ate, right? And so that's why I gained. I was originally 160 in grade 10. I think grade 11 went up to 185. And so that's why my year then sucked. I went from running 54 in grade 10 to 57, be my PB of grade 11, but my averages, I averaged out to like a 60-second 400 and stuff like that every race almost. So that wasn't great. So basically, yeah, that's why I started the whole track thing in general, like the whole, like this account. I basically wanted to just like try and help motivate myself, I guess, to really like lock in, lose the weight, get like, get good again, basically, right? After I started like did therapy and all that and realized about my actual issue. Um, but then it just got out of hand. Like not out of hand, it wasn't something I really wanted to worry about, right? I had other things going on that I wanted to just focus on. I went from like at the end of like August, yeah, end of August, whatever, to like November-ish, I lost about like 15 pounds, I'd say. So I had another like, I ended up losing another like 5 to 10 more from then, like from then November to like March when the track season started. There's a bit of there too where I like kind of ended up maintaining my weight and just like really trying to like intake my protein, like increase my protein intake, decrease my fat intake a lot, start really counting my calories, stuff like that. Like I really got into that stuff. Basically, long story short, track season, like ended with a PB of 51.5. So I went from 54 grade 10, 57 in grade 11, and then 51.5 in grade 12. And then I wasn't fast enough to be a recruit, obviously, for Western, but then went to walk on for them in September. Didn't make the tryout, still ran. I'm happy with that, what I ran. I tried out for the 300, but wasn't enough. And so then messed up my adductor a bit. Not really, it was a little strain. So I took a week off. It was an old injury from before grade 10, like right before my grade 10 season. So I just did my old physio exercises and all that. Ended up doing, it worked a bit, right? And then first reading week in November, came back after that, first practice with the club again. And like since reading week, and like literally halfway through the workout, I just couldn't run. I couldn't actually like run or do a light stride without an immense amount of pain from my adductor on my right side. So then I was like, I gotta go to physio. So then it was up until, I was doing physio up until end of January, start of February. Like start of February was when I was cleared, but really end of January is when I was good and I was running back up full speed and all that. And then the thing is, I haven't had a big injury like this before, really. So I didn't really realize, you know, something that takes like 3, 4 months to, I know, yeah, like 3 months to heal or whatever. I got into everything too fast again. I didn't like, even though I was feeling great, the muscles healed and all that, the tendon wasn't used to the load I was going to be giving it, right? Like all the running and all that, right? So I kind of just, I had a meet at the end of March that I was going to do. And so I was like, okay, I got a month and a half to prepare. Let's crank it up again, right? And led to another flare up. And then went to physio again for a week or two. Felt good. Was still going to do the meet. This is like mid March at this point. Meet was like a week and a half away. Another flare up because I just went into it way too fast again in literally like 2 practices. So safe to say I did not do that meet, and I took a little break from track. I took like a week and a half break, just do physio exercises. That's really, and like I was doing my research on like why this was happening, all these flare ups. That's when I found about the tendon thing, and so I just did a lot more loading and isometric exercises because really my adductor was fine. I was strength wise, it was okay. I was doing all the like the adductor machines in the gym, doing those like full stack like I used to do, right? Stuff like that. And so it was, yeah, it made me realize like, oh, it's the muscle's fine. It's just I need to gradually bring it back into everything. And so that's where I'm at now, really. Like I was so close about 2 weeks ago. I had another flare up, but I was like before that I was doing 400s and stuff like that at practice, right? Like I'd worked it up gradually over like those 3 weeks, but obviously it wasn't gradual enough because I did 150s like the week after that 400 practice, and then that was the flare up again. Was the day after those 150s. So I'm now now I am I'm really just trying to be as careful as possible. I'm really properly gradually doing this and reintroducing loads and all that, like upping my mileage for sprinting. So sorry about all this, like if it's unorganized or whatever. This is like just I was just like, no, let's do it, and I just hit record. I'm just going off, just everything in my head right now. But no, basically, um, I'm relaunching this thing. I'm redoing this account for this summer. This is Road to Sub 50 because it'll basically be that probably to be on Western's team or something like that. That's probably that's the goal basically, right? And so yeah, so I'm gonna be doing more track videos showing the end rehab for this adductor strain or injury or whatever. And yeah, I'm going to do maybe like some like day in the life videos and stuff like that. You know, like I've just been seeing people do that. Like well, more famous creators do that on like Instagram and YouTube and stuff like that. They'll just like day in the life and they'll show their training, what they eat in the day, stuff like that. And so yeah, that's what I'm wanting to do with this. So I'm actually gonna I'm gonna promise you guys, I'm gonna promise myself that I'm actually gonna stick with this. You know, even if it's like all the work, like, I'm gonna be working a ton and stuff like that too. I gotta find time to do this because I do like doing this stuff, right? Like I do like making videos and things like that. Like I on Instagram, I did like a whole like splash account where I was like going around shooting my friends with water guns, stuff like that, and it was just fun to make that stuff. So yeah, so I am back. I'm gonna be doing this. I want to try and grow this actual like channel to something actually, you know, because I kind of got some inspiration from my buddy Yathirshan. He's on YouTube or whatever. He does like Geometry Dash videos, and he's got monetized. And he had like a couple of videos blow up, and he's now getting paid, right? So I'm like, that would be really cool to have that. So so stay tuned for more videos. Tomorrow it's just a gym day, like resting from the track for my hip, and I'm just gonna do a gym day. So I'm gonna try and record in there if I can, right? I'm gonna not, I don't want to get in trouble or anything. So I'm gonna try and record a bit of that. But then Wednesday's my next track day, so I'll definitely make sure to record that and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm back, and oh, can't wait to make videos.